What's going on, everyone? It's Cash, and in this video I'm going to be doing a camera comparison between the Canon M50 and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I will leave timestamps down below so you can jump to whatever part of the video that you want to, and keep an eye at the bottom of the screen so that way you can see what resolution I'm recording in, as well as the audio. Okay, so let's start off with the price. Canon M50 you can pick up for $650 new with the body and the 15 to 45 millimeter kit lens, and you can get a video creator kit, which I would recommend because this is the audio that you can expect out of both of these cameras. The Canon M50 right here, which I don't think is going to be as good as the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but you can pick one of those up for $699. iPhone 11 Pros, they start at $999 depending on the storage capacity, and if you want the Pro Max they start at $1099. Now overall, this is the stabilization that you can get as you're walking and talking with both of these cameras. Now when I'm looking at these, I do believe there's certain points, like right now I think the iPhone 11 Pro Max has better dynamic range because you can see my whole face along with the blue sky in the back, the green and yellow leaves, whereas the Canon M50, it looks like this whole side is just straight shadow and the dynamic range really isn't there. Again, that's just looking at it from here. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a run test, jog. I don't know why you'd be jogging with the Canon M50. But if you are, that's the stabilization you can expect on both of these cameras. Let me know down below which one looks more stable to you guys. I can't really tell right now. All right, now we are in 1080 at 60 frames per second. Should be a little bit smoother on both of these cameras. Dynamic range seems to be a little bit better on the Canon M50 at this point. Let me know what you guys think. I can't really tell. The sky looks really blown out, 60 frames per second on the front facing on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I think that's going to be a win on the Canon M50 right now at 60 frames per second compared to the front facing camera. Anyways, yeah, let me know down below what you guys think on this one. All right, so we are switched to the rear facing, and I did adjust the lens to about 25 to 26 on the Canon M50 to make it a little bit more fair as far as how much is going to be in frame compared to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, looking at the extended dynamic range on the iPhone 11 Pro Max compared to the M50, it's overall a lot better. Now, I noticed some of the greens are a little bit deeper at certain times on the Canon M50, but overall the iPhone 11 Pro Max wins to me. You get deeper blues, you see more of the yellows. There is one thing though, you can see a lens flare for a longer period of time on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. When it comes to stabilization, the iPhone 11 Pro Max just blows Canon M50 out of the water. And I didn't think it was going to be that big of a difference, but it is. Now switching to 1080 at 60 frames per second. For some reason, the footage on the Canon seems a little bit, it's not as smooth as the iPhone 11. But the same scenario, stabilization is a lot better. Dynamic range is a lot better. iPhone 11 wins in this department. Now when you switch to the ultra wide, it's a 13mm equivalent. The Canon M50 has the 15mm as wide as it can go with the lens kit that it comes with. But again, same situation. Stabilization is a lot better. Dynamic range is a lot better. Now looking at 60 frames per second on the Canon M50, the footage looks pretty flat compared to the iPhone 11. Now this is what you can expect to get in frame at 15mm, whereas with the iPhone 11 Pro Max it's a little bit wider, 13mm equivalent. And again, overall stabilization and extended dynamic range is a lot better, even when you're looking directly into the sun. Zooming into the 52mm equivalent, the telephoto lens on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and 45mm on the Canon M50. I think the quality looks better on the M50 compared to the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but the iPhone 11 Pro is quite a bit smoother. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is record some audio using the Rode Video Micro on the Canon M50, as well as the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. This is currently Rode Video Micro on the Canon M50. Alright, now this is the audio using the Rode Video Micro on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Let me know what you guys think down below. Which one sounds better to you guys? Okay, so overall, I think the iPhone 11 Pro Max is going to be the clear winner here because you get better stabilization, and to do that with the Canon M50, you're going to need to get a gimbal, and that's going to cost you another couple $100. You do get better dynamic range with the iPhone 11, and it's more convenient. Just pull it out of your pocket. You can get some great footage as well as some good audio quality. To add an external mic to an iPhone, you will need an adapter if you do choose to go that route. For instance, Rode Video Micro, I need a TRS to TRRS adapter along with the Lightning to headphone jack. When it comes to slow motion and 4K, iPhone 11 Pro Max wins. No comparison, because with the Canon M50, you're looking at a 2.5 time crop, I believe. So it does get cropped, and you lose the dual pixel autofocus, and it's only in 24 frames per second. Whereas with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, you get that up to 60 frames per second. Slow motion, you get 120 and 240 with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and that's HD 1080p. And with the Canon M50, you get 120 at 720p. And that's only going to be good for a couple quick clips to throw in with like a B-roll sequence or something like that. Now, where the Canon is going to beat the iPhone 11 Pro Max is when you start adding additional lenses. And to do that, you're going to need the Canon adapter or a Viltrox speedbooster. Now, the M50 is an ASPC sensor, which means it's going to be cropped by 1.62, and this Viltrox speedbooster crops it by 0.71, which brings the overall crop factor to 1.15, which is almost a full frame camera. So this 50mm would actually be a 53mm equivalent. A good thing about prime lenses is you get better low light, better bokeh, and who doesn't like bokeh? It makes your videos look so much better, along with looking more professional. Now with zoom lenses, you're able to get up close and personal with the action depending on what you're shooting, whether it be wildlife, sporting events, whatever it is. You'll get really good quality, whereas with the iPhone 11 you start to lose quality very quickly once you start zooming in, because it's a digital zoom, not an optical zoom. And then another thing with the Canon M50, you do get full control of your ISO, shutter speed, aperture, white balance, etc. And with the iPhone, you have to download third-party apps to do that. Let me know down below if I missed something that you're looking forward to. I will cover it in another video. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Most importantly, have a good day.